Oh my gosh. Hi guys. So, long time no see. I'm not going to try and make excuses or anything, but I have literally been so busy. It's unreal. The last time I did a video was Musicals Week when I did the reaction to Mamma Mia group dance, which was pretty good. I've been meaning to do a video, but I just haven't had the time or the will, to be honest. But now I've come back with a review for Evie's latest fanfic, Chasing Stars, which has overtaken Dancing Through a Fairy Tale as my favourite. And I am just going to give you a short summary of each of the storylines in it, and then I'm going to give my overall opinions on them. And yeah, I'm going to try and make it quick though, because I've only got 8 minutes of filming on here. Which is as much as my storage will allow, because my crappy storage is only allowing that. And yeah, so let's get started. So Chasing Stars was basically a story about Dancing with the Stars and Strictly Come Dancing were told that they were both going to have to do a dance off to see who would stay on the show, no, who would stay on TV and who would be axed. Basically, the losing team would be axed from TV, and the winner would continue on and get a load of publicity out of it. But they all had to do a dance off in America, both sides against each other, and then the public would vote for them. There were 5 main storylines in the story, and I'm just going to go through them now. The first one was Natalie and Jeanette. Basically, Natalie was going through a very difficult time in her life. She was suffering from mental health issues and just wasn't her usual self, if you know what I mean. And it ended in her attempt to commit suicide. Fortunately, Jeanette found her in the nick of time and looked after her, and she eventually began to feel a lot better in herself, and the story actually ended with her having found a new boyfriend who's her actual husband in real life. James Nibbs, is it? I'm not actually sure of his surname, but James, and which was really sweet. I personally really liked the storyline. It was probably one of the more underrated ones of the book, but I did enjoy it, and it was a really cute little one to read, if you know what I mean. Then we had Pasha and Peter. I think that's how you say Peter. Is it Peter or Peter? You can correct me if you like. But Pasha and Peter was basically, Peter was on the Dancing with the Stars team, and she and her friend Mark were extremely unhappy. They were basically being borderline abused by the Dancing with the Stars team. It was very obvious that they were unhappy, and the Dancing with the Stars team were taking every single method possible to try and sabotage Strictly Success. And they attempted to ruin the costumes, they attempted to rig the voting figures, they even injured some of the Strictly team so that they couldn't perform. And Pasha and Peter basically found one another through all the chaos between and the rivalry between the two teams, and they fell in love through it, and they became a very cute couple. Although I originally did think that Mark and Peter were going to get together, but they actually worked really well as platonic best friends. Darcy and Shirley was the next one, and I don't think you have to be Albert Einstein to work out that they were my favourites. I absolutely love this couple, and I've actually written them a couple of times in my own fanfics, but they've always been like the underrated one in my own fanfics. This one was really cute. It was essentially Darcy was going through a difficult time. Her daughter Zoe was acting out and behaving in a completely uncharacteristic way for her. It later emerged that she was being bullied. She later told Shirley, and Shirley kind of helped her to deal with it. and then Darcy and Shelley as a result became closer. Shelley became like their shoulder to cry on, and they eventually fell in love through it, and it ended with a really cute scene with Darcy dancing in Covent Gardens and the two of them being really happy and in love together. And obviously my favourite storyline, but then again, you don't have to be Albert Einstein to work that out. Then we had Tess and Graziano. That was a very unexpected one for me, actually. When I was first reading it, don't judge me or anything, but I originally thought Tess and Claudia were going to get together. I know that sounds so weird. I do know that, and I'm well aware of that, but I honestly did think that until she said that she was going on a date with Graziano. They did work out really well in the end. I was surprised, but pleasantly surprised, because they did actually work out quite cute. Basically, Tess was going through a difficult time grieving for Bruce Forsyth, and Vernon then cheated on her because he was unhappy that she was spending so much time working for this competition between the two dancing shows, and yeah, later cheated on her. She went and stayed with Claudia for a little bit, which was why I thought something was building up there, especially as they seemed so close. And then, yeah, Tess and Graziano fell in love, and they ended up really cute. Was it in the very end, she was going to meet Graziano's parents or something like that. It was such a long story that I can't remember every little detail, but yeah, it was 45 chapters, which is Evie's longest fanfic. And then finally we had Brendan and Nadia. Now, I think I've been vocal with the fact that Brendan isn't my favourite person in the entire world, but the storyline was actually really cute, and I actually thought they worked together quite well, if you know what I mean. Not an expected couple, but they actually worked together really well. Brendan was having to fight for custody of his kids, and Nadia was finding it difficult being away from her 2-year-old daughter, Angel, for so long. And they, again, became one another's shoulders to cry on. This was probably the saddest one apart from Natalie's, because Nadia fell pregnant with Brendan's baby, and Ben, unfortunately, due to the stress or whatever, lost the baby, and that was a pretty hard scene to read, to be honest. Yeah, it was probably the saddest scene in the book, but it ended with Brendan proposing to Nadia in Disneyland Paris, which was really cute. So yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the book, and I cannot wait for the judges' fic. I know it's going to take you a while, but anyway, and bye!